Hello everyone and welcome to another SRS Pro Weekly Summary. My name is Jordan and as you know, in the beginning of every week, we go ahead and check out right here on the website some of the most interesting examples, at least according to our understanding of the market, according to our methods, and of course the SRS Pro trading rules. So let's go ahead and check out some of the examples that we have. The previous week, as we can see, started from the 10th up until the 14th. So that gives us more or less a bit more than, no, actually it's exactly 10 entries here. Now starting from the very top, Bitcoin, we know that Bitcoin is currently inside a potential range on a larger scale, or maybe even the bullish cycle ended and we're due for deeper pullbacks. However, on the lower time frames, knowing that we have this bearish pressure, we can be looking for some opportunities. What we can see in this very specific situation is that the price pushed lower, we hit the spike here, right? And then we entered into this consolidation. Now, once we went and broke below this one, which for some people, at least the way I see it, for some people, this is going to be some kind of triangular structure, and this triangular structure is probably considered broken, right? Now, I don't think this is really a triangle right here. So if you're one of those people, my personal opinion and advice for you is that this is kind of wrong, guys, right? The least you should be doing is measuring it like that, which still I'm not entirely convinced that this is a triangle, right? But this is the problem with trend lines. We can have many ways to measure them. In some specific cases, someone else might be looking for this, which means there is still no breakout, right? Bottom line here is that we're in a bearish momentum, bearish move, and we're currently stuck inside a consolidation. Is that a range? Is that a triangle? It doesn't really matter, right? This is where the SRS Pro rules and the software comes in play. Because right now you will be getting signals right here, as we can see, and so on and so forth. And during these signals, if you find a decent setup, if you find something that resembles a good setup, you might be giving it a shot, right? So for me specifically, the way to look at it is like this, right? This is the range right here. We're attempting to go lower. We're pushing up. We're ending somewhere below the top of the zone. And at that moment, we're looking at the reversal here, meaning the price is pushing to the downside, turning this candle to red, sorry. Plus, of course, this intraday structure, which is being broken, the trend line of it is being broken. So that being said, plus the higher time frame momentum, in my opinion, makes it a tradable setup, right? At least according to me. EuroCAD 15-minute chart. Again, we are looking for the sells, and here we can see very similar behavior from the market, because right now we can see on the very left that the price started pushing. Clearly, we had some bullish momentum or some bullish candles, at least in the 15-minute chart. But in general, overall, the trend is down, right? So once this switch happened, we see again consolidation, breakout. Here we can see a pullback coming to some zone. This is not the best zone, in my opinion. That would be the optimal level, but these inner levels still make some kind of support for us, right? And we can actually mark this entire thing. Regardless, according to the ways I do that, this is going to be first zone of attack, let's say, and this is going to be my optimal zone of attack right there. So first level reached, we have a structure there. We have bearish, bullish pullback, right? ABC structure and a breakout. This breakout is also supported by the fact that we're going and breaking this low, right? And the price is pushing below. So looking for sell opportunities again, based on monitors and sentiment and momentum, plus price action, a bit of levels, and it starts to make sense to look for these attacks. Then we have dollar franc, bullish opportunity, 4-hour chart switched, right? 1-hour chart definitely pushing upwards already. I would say the sentiment and the momentum are a bit mixed. It could have been a bit better, but overall, we're looking at bullish trend here, right? The price is making highs, etc., etc., and we have predominantly blue color on the line when it comes to the candles. So if this setup is something that we like, then we could be looking at trend line breakouts. Then we could be looking at highs. Now, in this case, the high here is not a really distinguished high like this high, for example, but we can see a zone. Basically, the price pushed lower, and look where all these candles stopped. So even if you don't look at it as an actual high like we have in this case, but you look at it as a level, as a zone, if you're waiting for some kind of step setup, this is going to be the zone, the high of the level that I would require for the price to break. And if you're looking for the trend lines, then clearly we can see where this takes us. Then we have Euro franc is not really that interesting. I mean, it's pretty classical. And here we have the bullish structure, consolidations, breakout, looking for continuation of all the indicators supporting. So really nothing that crazy about this one. EuroCAD, let me see here, also pretty similar. We had the push, the consolidation zone, the breakout. If you're looking for lows or highs to work with, then in my opinion, you should be looking at this one probably, maybe even the spike, but I think this is more than enough. Aussie CAD, same story, right? Consolidation with breakouts. If you're looking for a low, you can find yourself a decent low there. Here we can see that we got some sort of a double bottom, which couldn't really break below. So can we actually measure this as a double wave? I'm not really sure, but I do understand that the price started pushing to the downside again. So basically down, consolidation, right? A bit tough to actually label this structure, but whatever this is, look what happens next, which is the more important part. We're starting to turn into a bearish structure again, and after this bearish structure, we're looking at consolidation. So a bit more aggressive way would be to go ahead and look for the breakout zone right here, and we can see where this breakout zone comes from. So basically, this is the most important level on this part, and then we have pretty much the same zone, right, with some spikes above and below, but this is it. So a bit more aggressive would be right here. A bit more conservative for me would be this low, not this one, not this one, this one. Okay, but they're so close to each other that, I mean, even if you take the most aggressive one, which is the highest point right here, this spike, you would be still good because there will be kind of second confirmation being these levels plus the trend line. So I think the key note here is right there, this bearish structure to the downside. Gold, bullish attempts, ranging, push to the upside, attempt to go higher, failed attempt. Then we have kind of double wave here, maybe a bit forced. Not sure if I will be trading this one specifically and right away. But bottom line here is you have a range and the price is currently holding the bottom of this range and it's starting to push to the upside once again. Okay. And if you're part of the Traders Academy Club, you probably remember that the expectation here was to see one more push up before a potential pullback to happen, deeper pullback to happen. What else do we have? Cable for the buys again, pretty classical situation. Push to the upside. You have tiny consolidations. Clearly, we're inside a very, very strong bullish trend. So trading the bottom of the range, trading the breakout of the range, trading some kind of high, you can do that on the 5-minute chart even, or for the scalpers on the 1-hour chart. But basically, that would be the overall idea. All right, a few more there left, but if you have any questions, guys, you can let us know right below this video, right? Put a comment there. We're going to be happy to reply. Or of course, if you have any, if you have access to the Telegram groups, you can find us also in the Telegram group dedicated to sRs Pro, and we'll be happy to reply. So that would be all for this week's video. Wishing you a good one, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye for now.